Hey there, Flynn here, and welcome back to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Today is day 4. We are back here in Zenith Hall. It appears to be Alien Day today, so this will be interesting. I haven't actually seen any of this so far, so let's see what this place has to offer, man. I'm excited. Ooh. Okay, dude, Alright. I'm very partial to the alien ships, right? So this is I'm actually really excited about this. I'm actually in the market for an alien ship today. There's some that I want to buy. I don't actually know which one I want to get. And I think we're gonna make up our mind by the end of today. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, so this is clearly the Banu Defender. So I will put this in perspective right now. Some of these ships are actually like human recreations of alien ships, right? They're not actually alien ships. Asperia is the manufacturer that does that. The Banu Defender, this is actually an alien ship, and I'll try to specify whenever we get there, to the best of my ability, which one's alien, which one isn't. I mean, clearly you can tell this technology is just, you know, out of this world, right? This ship is really cool because it looks like a living, breathing ship. It has 2 pilots, which that's a very interesting dynamic here. You pilot over there, pilot over here. Very interesting. I like these little these little capsules. So that's the Banu Defender. Used to be a lot better than it is now with those siege cannons, but it's still a really cool ship, and it should get some love in the future. Let's go over here. Let's go to the Glaive. Now this ship is a very outdated design, and I'll show you why in just a little bit here. This is actually a recreation of the Glaive, right? So the Glaive it's a ship that's meant for more of the veteran, you know, the ace Vanduul pilots. You know, Vanduul is the people that, you know, we've been fighting for the past forever, in case you live under a rock. This is the ship of the enemy. But it's very outdated. It's a cool design, like with these blades and stuff here. But I want to show you what it's supposed to look like. And this is it here. So this is the Vanduul blade. This is a light fighter. The Glaive is more of a medium fighter. Now, as you can see, the design language of this is actually more so what the Glaive is supposed to look like. I guess maybe Asperia didn't really have the technology to recreate the Glaive in the way that they wanted to, right? In the actual authentic alien way. This is what it's supposed to look like, something similar to this. You know, sort of like the overall design language. So you kind of enter this ship through the bottom here. Actually, I can show you, right? Yeah, they actually let me get inside the ships here. So, yeah, the cockpit kind of goes down here, and you sort of lay on it like that. Then it just brings you up into the cockpit. And it's an interesting vibe. Very interesting vibe. I will say a lot of times the HUD elements are red, right? That show up on your flight helmet, which is not good because those of you who have, you know, flown before in combat, you really need to see the ship's health of both you and the people that you're fighting against. And if it's a red HUD, that's actually very counterintuitive. All right, so here's an actual alien ship. Is this the Stantok? Which is this? No, this is the Car... Oh, gosh. I apologize for butchering these names. All. This is the Xi'an. We basically get their scraps, right? So they're obviously way more advanced than this right now. They're not going to sell their tech to humans that... You know, they're not going to sell their cutting-edge tech, right? So this is sort of like a step below what they're currently capable of. But it's still really cool that we can get our hands on it. So this thing sort of rotates up, the cockpit stays centered. And it's kind of like a butterfly, I guess is the best way I can describe how this thing looks. It's a very big wingspan, but I've actually flown it before. It's really fast, and it's really fun to fly. Now, for a lot of you UEE vets, right, like your grandfathers definitely flew against this ship in particular, right? This is the Talon, the Tevarin, right? So this is a recreation of it. Once again, it's by Asperia. Anything with Asperia is going to be a recreation. Yeah, this was basically the ship that had us almost lose the Tevarin War, the first Tevarin War back in the 2500s. It's a very good design, especially for its time, right? It was one of the first fighters to use shield technology, if I'm not mistaken. Very bird-like, right? And that's obviously like the whole point of it. It's a fantastic ship, and definitely one that I'm really interested about. Although I'm kind of a snob. I want to buy an actual alien ship and not a recreation ship, but they're still really cool. And some people say that they actually have like secret alien technology that they have access to sort of use as blueprints for these ships. They deny that, of course, but that's one of those conspiracies, I believe. This is another version of the Talon here. So this is a variant. This is the Strike. This is a regular Talon right here. And going over this direction, this is the starter ship, right? The Gatak Sayulan, I think it's called, something like that. Here we go. So it's also made for the Xi'an, right? So, believe it or not, my wife actually owns this ship. I don't. She lets me fly it every once in a while, obviously. It's a really cool design, really cool ship. I like it a lot. I've been inside it a few times. It's very, see if I can open it up here. Oh, it's already open, never mind. It's a very unique design, as you can see. It's sort of angled upwards, and the cockpit is on the top, facing up. So landing is very interesting. It kind of takes off like your conventional, rocket from like, 1,000 years ago. Is it the only starter ship to have an elevator? It might be. It's got this cool little place down here with your components and a place for your, it's not a coffin, even though it might look like it. This is a place for your armor and stuff to go. Let's go up here. Oh, okay, someone's in the cockpit seat there. And here's the cabin with a dead body. All right, well, let's get the hell out of here. Interesting ship. I do like it. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is the Xi'an. I didn't recognize it in its landed form. This is another Xi'an ship, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's see. It should be. Yeah. This is the Xi'an, like, next generation fighter kind of thing, right? Similar to, how our F8 series was. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be in that sort of vein. I think. I could be wrong. This might have been made to take on the Super Hornet. Don't quote me on either of those. One of those is true. So, I should really read up more on my alien lore before I do the showcase, but I'm just here having fun, right? We're just looking around. This here is the Tevarin Prowler. This is also what kind of almost won them the war until the, the Retaliator came about. This is the drop ship that actually has shield technology, which at the time was really good. Most ships, a lot of small ships, basically every ship has a shield to it, right? That wasn't the case back in the day. And this thing was an absolute freaking menace. Oh yeah, so the cockpit's really cool. I forgot about this. So see how the cockpit is closed on the outside? On the inside, it's completely open, so it's kind of like a transparent sort of metal kind of one-way thing. It is electronically based, so if you take like EMP damage or something like that, you won't be able to see anything, right, if you're in the cockpit seat. But it's still really cool, and honestly, some people in the org have a couple of these, and we might be taking them out for a video here. We have a lot of stuff planned, right? A lot of stuff planned. All right, let's go down below the belly of the expo here. Here we go, right down here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so these are sort of like, this is your hover bike kind of thing, right? This is the Nox. I do own one of these as well. Maybe only temporarily. Like, I might upgrade this actually to an alien ship. We'll see what ends up happening here. Okay, so they categorize it as an open canopy racer from AOPA. Okay, cool. I mean, I like it. Seems to be, is there a bunch of different versions of it, or is it all the same thing? No, so it's all the same exact ship. They just had it lined up because it looked kind of silly, I guess, with just a single ship there in the middle of the hall. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so this might actually be a pretty short video today. Everything is just kind of in this area here, right? These halls seem to be kind of empty, which makes sense. There's not a whole lot of alien ships available for humans to buy. Anything over here? Let's see. Nope, just a sitting area. Okay. I guess let's go to the final area in the display hall here. This will be a really quick video to edit and upload, that's for sure. All right, so over this direction, Gattack. How'd they make the silent? Ooh, what is this thing here? Okay, this is, okay, before I look at it, let me try to take a guess. I think this is it's the Xi'an hauler? Right, is this the Xi'an hauler? Let's see. Gattack Rylan, whatever it is. Yeah, this is the Xi'an hauler. All right, so the question is, which way is facing forwards and which way is facing backwards? I think this is actually facing forwards, right? Is this the front of the ship? I think. Judging by the turrets there? Okay, well, it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty sick. Okay, oh gosh, don't get me started on this ship. This here is the Banu Merchantman. Oh boy. It's a really, really cool ship, right? Obviously, made by the Banu. It's sort of your traveling merchant sort of vessel. And there's a whole lot that can be said about this ship and why it's still not available for civilians to get their hands on. And that's a rabbit hole I could go down for probably the next 20 minutes, but I doubt you guys give a fuck about a 20-minute rant on the Banu Merchantman, because I could absolutely do that. Trust me, I have a lot of thoughts on this ship here, but oh gosh, I feel so bad for the people that own it, like legitimately. You'll get it eventually. It's just stuck in just fucking limbo, right? Like space customs, essentially. Like no one can get their hands on it. That's kind of the short of it. Development hell, so to speak. Alrighty, so out of all the ships here, which one do I leave with? I'm actually genuinely curious. I want an actual alien ship, right? Not just a recreation. I would buy this, like I said, if my wife didn't already have one. So for me, it's either the Banu Defender, or it is the Kartual, or the Santakyai. I don't actually know. I'm partial towards this. I don't know how I feel about the dual cockpit. That's interesting. I don't really know how that really functions. I've never flown it. The thing is, how many fighters do you need, right? I can only fly one at a time. So really what you're getting out of this ship, to put it in perspective, you're going for maneuverability, right? It might not look like it, probably as far as control surfaces go. It's not gonna be that great in atmosphere, but in space, this thing is an absolute force to be reckoned with. I think this is one that was dubbed the Hornet Killer. I don't really know. Let's see. Let's get in the pilot seat here. Ooh. Oh. That's fancy. Oh boy. How do I fly with orbs? Wait, what happens if I hit the self-destruct? Okay, I'm not gonna hit the self-destruct button. Curious to see what happens if I do though. It should be non-functional. Everything should be non-functional. Okay, so it has VTOL apparently. Yeah, so here's the outside vehicle camera view here. Okay, so it has 4 thrusters. Okay, interesting. See, I kind of want to. I think I'm gonna take it for a test flight actually, and we'll see if I end up buying this one because this one actually seems really, really, really cool. And like I said, I want to get my hands on an alien ship for real. I can upgrade to it. I have a few ships I can turn in for credit. I shouldn't have to really like pay anything out of pocket for it, I don't think. So I can rent it for 2 days. Yeah, let me rent this thing. All right, well that was Alien Day. You know, some pretty cool ships, some pretty cool recreations. Although I will say, I should probably clarify, these are historically accurate representations, right? So it's not like it's like a bootleg version of the ship, right? It's mostly, you know, because humans wouldn't really fit inside a fighter, let's say like the Blade or the Glaive over there, right? That one over there. Because it's designed for the Vanduul body to kind of be in, right? So some modifications have to be done. Flying an actual, you know, alien recreation ship of one of those 2 things would probably be very, very uncomfortable for extended periods of time. They're still really cool ships, right? You know, Alien Day is definitely one of my favorites, for sure. I'm a huge fan of Alien Week or Alien Day or anything like that, as I'm sure most people are. Yeah, thank you guys for tagging along with me. I really hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'm having a ton of fun. Excuse me. I'm having a ton of fun doing this, honestly. Let's see if we can keep it going, man. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Special thank you to the people that support me. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.